Hi guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title of today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. And if you guys are not following me on Instagram, my username is just at Maggie MacDonald. I always have it linked in the description on all of my videos, and I'll have it right here on the screen so you guys can check it out. But yeah, this video is so highly requested, so I'm really excited to sit down and show you guys step by step how I get such a clean, white, like sleek Instagram feed. That's something that I've always loved about Instagram. I love being able to like create a theme and edit my photos the same way and kind of like have like a vibe and a look to them. I just think that it's so satisfying. It looks very put together, it looks clean, and that's just my vibe. That's like what I've always loved. So if you guys are familiar with my Instagram, you guys know it's like white and crisp, and I have a few tips on how to get really white photos before we get into the editing part. So for me, when I take photos, I take them on my phone. I just have the iPhone XS Max, and I just take iPhone photos. And what I do when I take pictures is I take a burst. So if you guys don't know what a burst picture is, if you just go to your camera, I'll open mine up so I can show you guys, and then like that little button right here where you take the photo, you just like hold it down and it'll take like hundreds of photos, and then you can like choose through that, so they look a lot more candid and less posed. That's like the #1 tip whenever I take a photo. Like everybody knows if they're taking a picture for me to burst it. So that's what I do. And also to get like the white look in all of my photos, I take a picture or make sure like the background of my picture is white or at least like lighter in color, so I can edit it a little bit to make it a little bit more brighter, which you guys will obviously see. So I feel like those are my only 2 tips. Just in general, I tend to wear like very neutral clothing. I don't really wear bright colors, except right now I'm like really into the color green, and I have like my red phone case. But other than that, like I wear a lot of white, black, gray, like neutral tones. So I just feel like my clothes also help it give that more like white neutral vibe. So those are just some quick little tips that I have for you guys for my Instagram. And also I edit my photos exactly the same way every single time I edit a picture, so it just looks a lot more seamless. And I don't know, I just feel like I've been doing this for so long that it's kind of like second nature to me. And whenever I take photos, I just am always like looking for like a bright white background and just keeping things like very neutral. So to get into exactly how I edit my pictures, let me start a little screen recording right here so I can put it up. You guys can follow along. Okay, so here we have my home screen. So first, to start off, I will just go to my editing apps, and I go to Facetune and I use the teeth whitener. Okay, so I guess it just opened up to my favorites. I had a few photos saved that I want to show you guys, so I guess we can start off with this one since it's like more recent. So we'll start with this one, and I just click on the little retouch button, and then I click the teeth whitener, and I'll just go in and like drag my finger all on the places that I want to whiten. And I kind of just like roughly do it to start, just around my body. And then when I'm going like in a little bit more like near my head, you don't want to whiten your body because like you will be able to tell and it'll make your skin look gray. So I just like really try to get as close as I can. I'm not really that precise about it, if that's even the word I want to use. But I just like roughly whiten because, as you guys will see in a sec, it's not gonna be this like harsh. So if you just click like the little 2 squares in the corner, you can see like it whitened and then not whitened. So then I'll just take like the little drag bar and I'll drag it down so I can still have like that whiteness but not have it be as harsh. And so once we're done with that, I will just save it to my camera roll, go back to my home screen and then click on the Afterlight app with like the little rainbow. This is my favorite editing app. So now I will just bring up that same photo that we just edited and click on the 3 little lines down at the bottom, the second icon, and I use the same few tools each time. So I'll click on the brightness and I'll bring the brightness up kind of however I am feeling. So I'll just drag it and then tap the photo to see like how bright it made it. And then once it's good, obviously click OK, and then go to the contrast, and I just kind of play around with the contrast, add a little bit of that, and then I go to the highlights and add a little bit of highlight. So as you guys can see, it just like really enhances the photo and makes the colors a lot more bright. And then I'll scroll all the way to the end, and then the little triangle symbol, click on that. It's gonna sharpen your photo and make them look a lot more clear and better quality. This is like my #1 tip. A lot of people ask me like what I take my photos on, and I just take them on an iPhone, but I feel like this really helps like make them clear and give you a better quality photo. So then from there, you guys can see like how much it enhanced the picture. I will just save that, and then we're gonna open up Visco, add the photo right in. And then from here, I use 2 different filters. I will use, to start on the photo, I use C1 just to brighten up the picture and make the colors pop a little bit more. I don't like to add too much of the C1, but just like a little bit. Okay, and now I just added in the photo again because we're gonna add the finishing touch, the finishing filter. So then I will go over the picture with A4, and this is my favorite filter of all time. Like, I've been thinking about changing my edit and switching things up, but like I just can't. I love this filter. I love the way that it makes my skin look. It makes it look very like warm, not like orangey. It makes it look like, I don't know, just like nice and tan and even. So as you guys can see, like the difference between when I add A4 versus when I don't. And again, I will just like slide it up and down and see what fits. And usually I tend to go like on the heavier side with this filter just because it is like the final one. So then once it's done, click next. And as you guys can see, like a lot of my photos that I posted on Instagram are just saved in my Visco. And you can see the middle photo is with the C1, and then the one on the left, the most recent one, is like the final product. So I just go ahead and delete the one that I don't use, and then I can see all the pictures together, the way that it's gonna look on my Instagram, and everything just like flows so nicely. So that is how I edit. I'll show you guys another little tip, another tip that I have. I have another editing app. It's called Snapseed. We'll go into Snapseed really quick. So I'm gonna find a picture right now that I'll be able to show you guys exactly what I use this Snapseed app for. Usually I use it only when my pictures are dark. So let me just find one where I took a photo with flash so I can show you how I use it. Okay, so we'll use this photo of me at like before my birthday party, just because it's a little bit darker in the back. So I will go and click on the little middle bottom button that says tools, and then the second row all the way to the end, the second to last little selective button, I'll click on that, and that allows you to be able to click anywhere on the photo, and you kind of can like edit that specific area. So I would focus more on like the window, because it's obviously so dark, and if my feed is a lot lighter, I want to be able to brighten up that space. So I'll just tap on the window, and then you see the little B come up. That means brightness, and that little drag bar at the top, you can either bring the brightness down and it'll darken it, or you can bring it up and it'll brighten it. So as you guys can see, it's a lot brighter in the back, and it just like brightens up that area. Obviously, like I wouldn't brighten up that part. I don't really mind, but I just kind of want to use it like as an example. If something is a little bit darker, I'll just like use that tool and brighten it, or you can darken it however you want. So that is also a tip that I have for getting my photos to be a lot more bright. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the way I edit my pictures is very easy to me and simple. I just use like the same apps and edit the photos the same exact way, and I'm really like cautious of how I take my pictures, like what I take it in front of, and just stuff like that. So I hope that this was easy for you guys to follow along. And like I said, I try to like change things up. I've been editing my pictures the same way for almost 3 years, and I just can't do it for some reason. Like I just love my edit. Oh wait, did I stop my screen recording? Was I not even screen recording that whole time? So now what? Now what do I do in this moment? I don't know what to do. I'm so annoyed. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, never mind. It just took a minute because it was 9 minutes for it to save. Oh my god, that was such a relief. Wow, that was so weird. It took a little bit for that to like kick in. I was so worried that I was gonna have to refilm that whole thing and like show everything all over, because I feel like I got to every point. I didn't want to leave anything out the second time. But yeah, that's how I edit my Instagram photos. And also I've gotten some questions to do like a what's on my iPhone, which is such like a throwback on YouTube. I feel like people used to make those videos all the time, like show what's on their iPhone, and I don't know why, but I literally get the request all the time. That's like another one of the videos that's always requested. So I guess I can show you a little bit of like what's on my iPhone right now. Make sure I start my screen recording, and I'll just show you guys like how I set up my apps and like my favorite apps to use. So this is my home screen right here. I just have like my typical apps that come on your iPhone. You can pause it, look at them, but they're just like the normal apps. And on the bottom row, those are the apps I use all the time. So like my call, Safari, messages, email. And then going over to the next page, these are the social media apps that I use all the time. So everything is color coded on my phone. I just like love how clean it looks, and it's just very satisfying. So I have everything color coded, and I just have like YouTube Studio, my credit card app, Pinterest, Headspace, which I use for meditating, SoulCycle, Amazon, my JetBlue credit card, Visco, this app reward style, which I use for like my links and stuff, Instagram, Snapchat, TD Bank, my bank. I have WhatsApp because my facialist like uses WhatsApp so she can stay organized, so I have that. SLT, which is Pilates workouts, PayPal, Lyft, Afterlight, the edit app that I showed you guys. We have Core Power Yoga, Spotify, Equinox, Uber, and White Noise. So these are just apps that I use all the time, and I just like them to be like very accessible, so I can just like click and use them whenever. And going to the next page, I have my specific folders. So in the apps folder, the first one, I just have like miscellaneous apps that I just wanted to kind of like keep together. So I have like Mini Lux, which is for my manicures. I get my nails done at Mini Lux, so I will like book an appointment on there. TikTok. I don't like to have TikTok on my home screen because I feel like I go on it. So if it's like hidden away, I won't go on it. And then I just have like random apps in there. And then I have some more editing apps. Unfold is a really cool app where you can make like little collages, and it's cool for Instagram stories. So I use that a lot, and it makes pictures like look like they're a Polaroid. And then Kira, I don't use that anymore, but it makes like videos or photos look sparkly. And then I have a flight folder, which just has like all the different airlines and Amtrak, so I can like book my flights when I travel. Oh, and also this is my favorite app on my phone, Flight Radar 24. It shows like all the planes flying in the sky, and you can like track flights. It's really cool. So I like to like track my friends, like if they're flying, I'll put in like their airline and where they're flying from. It'll show me like their exact flight, so like I know where they are. And yeah, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. I'm really into like planes, and I just love that app. So then I have like a health app, which just has my period tracker, Mind, Body, Berries, a bunch of different like workouts and things where I can like book workouts. So I have that, and then I have a home folder, which just has a few like apps that I use, like stuff at home, like my speaker, a measuring level thing that comes with your iPhone, my printer app, Amazon, Alexa, stuff like that. And then I have a shopping folder, which has all of like my different shopping apps that I use. So Poshmark, Starbucks, Thrive Market, Seated, The Real Real, Venmo, etc. Then I have a travel one, which just has like my things to like pay parking meters in Boston, Airbnb, Open Table to like make a reservation for dinner, Uber Eats, Hotel Tonight, which is a cool app because you can like book hotel rooms and they have like discounted prices if you're in like a different city. I used to use it a lot before I lived in Boston. I'd like book a hotel room and you could book it like that day or like the day before. It was really cool. And then I have a ticket one for the train, I think. Yeah, for the train. And then I have like a work/school folder, which just has like Dropbox, my email for school, my school app, Google Drive, and this app called Envision, which you can make like mood boards. And then I have like a voice memo thing just in case I need to like record a voice memo for like a YouTube video or whatever. I can do it right on my phone. Makes it super easy. So yeah, that is my home screen and all the different pages on my phone and all the apps that I have. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know any video ideas you guys want to see from me. Make sure you're subscribed if you are not already. Also follow me on Instagram. I always have it linked down below, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.